One of the oldest churches in Beaumont is celebrating a milestone. East Mount Olive Baptist Church is turning 145 years old this weekend and will be hosting a special dinner, and Pastor Lewis Hawthorne joins us with more. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the history of this church.
Great. Our church is 145 years old. It's actually the second oldest African-American church in Beaumont. It started out of Live Oak Missionary Baptist Church.
Okay, and let's talk just a little bit about, you're a new pastor to the church.
Yes.
And kind of talk about what some of the things that you've been doing to open the doors to the people.
Well, actually, we just been there about a month and a half, and we're kind of going around and just kind of looking to see what the church actually needs and how to minister to the people there. Finding out we have some great people,
Yes.
Men and women of God, and they've been working real hard. And we're just trying to see what we can do and what God is trying to lead us into.
Absolutely. Have you started to find your mission or your focus? Or are you kind of still working towards that with the month and a half you've been there?
Yeah, we have a vision. The church is rich in history, but we do have a new vision.
Yeah, okay.
And we're trying to get the word out and minister in our community. At one time, this church was really a focal point of the community, and they reached out in a lot of different ways. They fed the hungry and did a lot of things like that. So we're looking at a new vision to kind of re-implement those things and really let the community as a whole know that we're there for you.
Absolutely. And so in celebration of 145 years, which is a major milestone,
Amen.
You guys are going to be having a special dinner.
Yes, we are. After our morning service, we're going to have a period where we're going to have a fellowship dinner before the service and the celebration starts at 3 o'clock.
Okay. And of course, the church is located on Coralie, 1197 Coralie, the 145th church anniversary. Services are at 11 o'clock. So in between those two services is when the dinner is actually going to be served. And of course, it's open to the public. Everybody's invited to come on out.
Everybody's invited to come out. We have a lot of people who, in 145 years, have been a part of East Mount Olive. And we're asking everybody who was a member at one time to come back and join us that day and help us celebrate. If you were singing in the choir, come sing in the choir. Whatever you were doing, just come on and we can have a good time in the Lord.
Absolutely. And of course, one thing that I also wanted to say to you is Pastor Hawthorne is also a veteran. So we wanted to say happy Veterans Day to you. And thank you so much for your service to our country, as well as your service to God and running one of the oldest churches that we have.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.